RC, in the last 5 days, this team just beat both teams that were in the Super Bowl last year. They fell behind in both of the games. They showed resiliency. They show offensive explosiveness. They make enough big defensive plays, and they are back in it. What's the number one reason?
Well, the number one reason is Dak Prescott and his duo of wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. And right now, there's no trio in all of football who are playing at a higher level than these three men. And what we saw from Dak Prescott yesterday was understanding that at the start of a football game, he's going to work to CeeDee Lamb, and then late to finish, he can go to George Pickens. Here, you're going to see a one-on-one with Trent McDuffie on the sail route. He's going to get the football to him because he sees the man in the middle of the field. Now, this safety's playing too tight into the line of scrimmage, too tight into the quarters, and he's going to get a double move on the outside by CeeDee Lamb versus Trent McDuffie. And watch this layered throw by what we see from Dak Prescott, puts it in the back of the end zone. And here is where George Pickens starts to step up. We're going to see a blitz, and on the blitz, we know right away we can get the football to George Pickens, and the safety is leaning away from Pickens to CeeDee Lamb. He gets to the outside, and here's the play that we were talking about, jumping over the last man, almost landing it and getting into the end zone. And this is the play that seals the deal. You're going to get a 3-by-1, which means everyone else is opposite of George Pickens. And watch the way Javonte Williams pulls Jaden Hicks out of the throw area right to where George Pickens is going. And I feel like Brian Schottenheimer has done a great job of finding ways to get CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens the matchups you need to win. And that's what having a 1A and a 1B wide receiver do for you.
You heard it. In 5 days, the Cowboys beat both Super Bowl teams, and Dak, CeeDee, and Pickens are the best trio in football. That's not just TV hype. Those routes they showed explain everything. CeeDee winning on the double move, Dak layering that ball to the back of the end zone, then Pickens beating the blitz and almost jumping over a defender to finish it off. For me, that says two things. Dak completely trusts his guys, and Brian Schottenheimer knows exactly how to hunt matchups. 1A, 1B, pick your poison. That doesn't look like just a hot streak anymore. That looks like a real offensive identity.
They have lived up to the expectations. He said he was going to fix the defense. We knew this offense was Super Bowl caliber. Dak Prescott is playing the best football of his career. And if they get in the tournament, they're the most dangerous out potentially in the game. And listen, he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. We all thought that when Patrick Mahomes came down, like, oh, God, here they come. But Dak Prescott said, you know what? And Shotty said, I'm going to throw my way to victory. I'm not going to run the football, let them call their timeouts, punt, depend on my defense. I'm going to put the game in the hands of Dak Prescott. And on that drive, when they responded, it was all slants and throws by Dak Prescott, reading the defense and making the right plays.
Not only that, the confidence that he showed tonight, backed up in his own end zone, right? There were a couple of series there where they're really good punting by the Chiefs, and the Cowboys keep taking over deep in their own territory. Nothing conservative about it. Stayed balanced, trusting in their quarterback who's playing out of his mind.
Can we talk about that play right there?
Yeah.
When Dak had 9 seconds to throw.
Yeah.
You know, everybody want to talk about this rookie, you know, and saying, oh, they took a guy from Alabama.
Tyler
Booker put a masterclass against Jalen Carter, and he just ragdolled one of the best defensive tackles in the game. Look at this: 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Like, get your hands off me. Listen, he over there yoking up one of the best players in the game. And listen, Jerry didn't miss on that. It wasn't a sexy pick, but man, he is playing his ass off.
Calling the Cowboys the most dangerous out in the tournament is a huge statement. But after that game, I get why they're saying it. Dak outplayed Mahomes, and Shotty literally put the whole thing in his hands. Backed up near his own end zone. No 3 runs and punt, just slants, quick reads, and an O-line with Tyler Booker bullying Jalen Carter and giving Dak forever to throw. The real issue is consistency. If this version of Dak, this aggressive play calling, and this protection show up in January, nobody is going to be happy seeing Dallas Cowboys on their playoff bracket. Do you think ESPN is right, or is this still an overreaction to 2 huge wins? Let me know in the comments, and hit subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this.